Alright, here's a little video that shows you that the Alfa 4C is the absolute king of tyre wear. If there's a little bit of tyre wear on in a race, so that tyres may be half worn on most cars, hard, medium, soft, whatever, just go in the 4C and you're going to see exactly why. So just started near the front. I think it might have been in probably driver rating order, so all the A drivers at the front. I don't know who this Milner guy was in 4th place, but he was a complete tosser. You'll see why in a minute. And nearly brought a rage quit, and then a kick message request to the host, but I tolerated it, kept going. Anyway, so all I'm doing here is I'm simply waiting. There's 6 laps. I think the tyre wear's on about ×3, and I'm just simply waiting. No intention of overtaking these guys in front. I mean, if the opportunity for an easy overtake comes, I will take it, but all I'm doing here is just waiting for the guys around me, and obviously the guys in front, to burn the tyres out. As Milner does his first sort of, it doesn't look too bad on that replay actually. From my mirrors it looked like a torpedo attack, but it wasn't. I tried to leave room for, but no, it perhaps wasn't that bad, but he does a couple of torpedoes. Anyway, so lap 1 done. All I'm interested in doing is staying in the slipstream and be reasonably safe on the tyres anyway. So look at this, doesn't want to give up that spot and ends up running himself and that McLaren wide, and he wasn't exactly a million miles away from collecting me as well. Probably learnt his craft in daily races. Anyway, yeah, so all I'm doing is, I mean, I almost ran into the back of them there. The braking's so good on the Alfa. That's the good thing about the physics changes. Different weight cars do have slightly different braking points now. They pretty much used to be all the same before, but now there are differences, and you can brake really late in the Alfa. I nearly ran into the back of that French guy, Fab Sick. Anyway, but yeah, all I'm doing is following. I'm just waiting a few laps so that there's enough tyre wear happened that I've got a significant advantage, and when I get that advantage, I can simply choose where to overtake them. And a good place into Lagos is turn 6, because you can simply turn inside them, and if you've got a big tyre advantage, there's nothing they can do. So I'm not going to take this guy. I'm just bump drafting him along. And staying in a slip, allowing him to stay close to the guy leading. So here comes another late braking attempt by this guy. It does hit me up the back that time and uses me as a brake. And thought, yeah, hello. All I want to do is follow these guys, and this Milner bloke behind is just going to keep attacking me and doing stupid lunges. And it's like, it's really it was already irritating me. So he sort of closes in a bit too much in the brakes there, runs a bit wide, but anyway. Yeah, it was really irritating me, because all I wanted to do was just follow these two. Nice comfortable distance. But he probably thinks I'm not fast enough or good enough or whatever to overtake. Well, I'm not playing that. Don't have to play that game. This is just an opportunity to demonstrate why you should always pick the Alfa with tyre wear on. So I had to go defensive there, because I knew he was going to try something in that corner. And then the front two are starting to squabble. And I think comes another torpedo attack here. Oh no, it doesn't. I had to do it to stay out of his way. But anyway, they're now fully side by side, compromising each other. but I'll still happily follow him. So I thought. And then comes Torpedo Milner, who just, how far back he is, he just brakes way too late, uses me as a brake, doesn't stay on the track anyway, runs across the track and just keeps his foot in and just shoots straight across the two people in front. Nice. Which may even cause that spin. But I think they were two side by side anyway, in that sense, and he's got 2.5 second penalty for his sins. Probably should be a 30-second penalty, but anyway, whatever. Runs off the track there. I think he picks up more penalty. So anyway, he's going to be shortly out of the way because he's going to pick up more penalties and then he's going to rage quit, which is going to leave me and Comrade Carlson. And what I just noticed when I watch this replay, he's actually on the mediums. So I thought he was on the softs when I was doing the race. Oh, there goes Milner. Yeah, bye-bye. Rage quit. So when I was watching this, I thought, lap 4, if my tyres are that sort of worn, his have got to be at least double that. But I didn't realise he's on mediums. But even then, I could see he was starting to struggle. And even then, the wear on these mediums, as you can see, is worse on the front than the wear on the softs on the 4C. So even over the medium tyres, it's got a massive advantage anyway. And the thing is, I'm checking the tyre wear of everything. You can see everyone's got significantly more tyre wear than the Alfa. So Conrad's really starting to struggle with understeer now. So the thing is, his tyre wear is only on his front tyres and not barely any on his rears, and that means he's going to get a lot more understeer. So it's not just the fact he's got less grip. What's going to happen is the handling of the car is going to change. So he's got less grip and he's going to understeer more. Whereas the Alfa's tyre wear is completely balanced across all 4 tyres. I mean, it does help the way you drive it, of course, but it's completely balanced, which means my handling isn't changing. It's still the same, just slightly less grip. But here, I can see it struggle, and I was already thinking I was going to take him here. I'll just simply turn on the inside of him, and there's nothing he can do about it because his tyres are too screwed. And likewise, the next corner, I can simply drive around the outside of him, and there's nothing he can do about it because he just won't have the grip and he won't have the handling. So his car is starting to understeer more and more and more, as well as lose grip, whereas mine's just only losing a bit of grip. And that's all you do in the Alfa. If there's a bit of tyre wear on, you just wait for everyone else to burn the tyres out. And it seems even some on medium tyres, they're going to burn their tyres out faster than you will in the softs. It's because the Alfa's so light and it's so nimble, and it's a corner weapon, and it just really good on its tyres. And it's always been good on its tyres. It's just the nature of the car. So I'm straight in the front, straight away, do a fastest lap that gets beaten by that Dorian bloke who's in a Sirocco. Got a bit of oversteer on that. Got a bit too greedy when I saw that fastest lap, thought, right, I'm having that back. And then I just took too much curve and lost about half a second, I think. But anyway, still not worried, because this Comrade Carlson, look at his front. No, that right front is worn massively more than the right front on the Alfa. It's just madness. And everyone else, of course, is on softs, and they've all got a lot more wear. And most of them have got more wear on the front than the rear, which also means, the state of that Ferrari's terrible for front tyre wear now. And the Jag, they're getting, and the NSX as well, look, that's really bad in tyres. But it's also wearing more at the front than the rear, and it's not balanced, which means the car handling is changing corner by corner and getting more understeery corner by corner, whereas the Alfa just keeps on rocking along, handling the same as it did on lap 1, just with a little bit less grip. And that's what you do. You just play patience and just walking away from the field with ease, and everyone else is just battling for podium scraps. All in the Alfa, which is not very fast in a straight line, beating cars which are much faster in a straight line and have higher PP as well. So yeah, there you go. Good demonstration of tyre wear on. If it's even tyre wear, which is going to be about half wear by the end of the race, however many laps that'll be on whatever tyres, just go in the Alfa, because as long as you're patient and safe, you'll win.